What if the secret to living a happier, more fulfilling life wasn't about changing your circumstances, but shifting how you react to them? Sounds almost too simple, right? Yet, think about it. How often do we let impulsive reactions ruin our day, strain our relationships, or cloud our judgment? Whether it's a heated argument or a missed opportunity, emotional outbursts tend to leave us feeling worse, not better. Now imagine a life where you are no longer at the mercy of fleeting emotions. Picture yourself responding to challenges with calm, clarity, and confidence. That's the power of mastering emotional control. And here is the best part: it's not reserved for monks meditating in faraway temples. You can start today, right where you are, by learning practical techniques inspired by the timeless wisdom of Buddhism and modern psychology. In this video, we'll explore how to take charge of your emotions, reduce stress, and cultivate a mindset of abundance. From simple mindfulness practices to life-changing lessons on gratitude and letting go, you'll discover how small changes can lead to profound transformations. If you've ever felt stuck in a cycle of overthinking, frustration, or self-doubt, this is your chance to break free and live more intentionally. But here is the catch: this isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending everything's fine. It's about embracing life with an open heart while staying grounded in your inner strength. Are you ready to unlock your full potential and create a life filled with prosperity, peace, and purpose? Then stay tuned, because this journey is about to change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Emotions are like the wind; they can either propel us forward or throw us off course. Yet, most people let emotions control them rather than steering the wheel themselves. Picture a heated argument with a loved one. Saying something out of anger can leave scars long after the moment passes. Mastering emotions means responding with intention instead of reacting impulsively. Imagine the power of pausing, breathing, and choosing your words wisely. How much stronger would your relationships be? When we react impulsively, we're essentially handing the reins of our lives to fleeting feelings. Think about the last time you made a rushed decision in frustration. How did that turn out? Now, picture responding with calmness, slowing down, reflecting, and acting from a place of wisdom. Emotional mastery isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about guiding them. As the Buddha teaches, what we think and feel becomes the foundation of our reality. Take the workplace as an example. A manager who snaps at their team out of stress can sow resentment and disengagement. On the other hand, a leader who stays composed under pressure earns respect and trust. This principle applies to prosperity too. How can one attract abundance if they're constantly consumed by fear or frustration? A calm mind is a magnet for wealth and opportunity. Much like a serene pond reflects the sky without distortion. Emotional mastery is a skill, not a talent, meaning anyone can learn it with practice. Start small. When faced with irritation, commit to waiting 10 seconds before reacting. It might feel unnatural at first, but this pause creates room for intentional action. For example, during a traffic jam, instead of yelling at the car ahead, try listening to an audiobook on mindfulness or prosperity, something that shifts your energy toward growth. Research backs this up. Studies show that people who manage their emotions effectively are less stressed, more productive, and enjoy healthier relationships. Imagine the ripple effect this could have on your life. A moment of calm could mean closing that big deal at work, reconnecting with a distant friend, or even unlocking deeper spiritual insights. Emotional mastery isn't just about control, it's about creating space for abundance and connection. One practical tool is journaling. Spend 5 minutes each evening writing down the emotions you experienced throughout the day and how you handled them. Did you snap at someone? Celebrate the wins and note where you can improve. Over time, patterns emerge, and with awareness comes transformation. Journaling isn't just reflective, it's a conversation with yourself, a way to tune in and align your inner state with prosperity and balance. Ultimately, emotional mastery is a pathway to freedom. When you are no longer enslaved by knee-jerk reactions, you open the door to greater joy, abundance, and spiritual growth. This journey of self-awareness brings harmony into every aspect of life, from relationships to finances. It's like planting seeds of prosperity, knowing they'll bloom when nurtured with patience and care. And speaking of care, let's dive into actionable steps to cultivate this mastery, inspired by timeless Buddhist teachings. Wisdom is often found in simplicity, and Buddhism exemplifies this beautifully. Its teachings offer timeless advice for mastering emotions and finding balance. Imagine waking up each morning with a clear mind, ready to embrace life's challenges with grace. Simple shifts, like starting your day with mindful breathing or ending it with gratitude, can transform the way you experience life. These tips aren't complicated, they're practical steps to abundance and inner peace. Let's start with mindfulness. In the chaos of daily life, pausing to fully engage with the present moment is revolutionary. For instance, while eating, focus on the taste, texture, and aroma of your food instead of scrolling on your phone. This practice not only enhances appreciation, but also reduces stress and nurtures your spirit. Buddha's teachings remind us that wealth isn't just material, it's about savoring life's richness. Another essential tip is to simplify. How often do we overcomplicate situations, adding unnecessary stress? Try decluttering your surroundings or saying no to commitments that drain your energy. Simplicity isn't about sacrifice, it's about creating space for what truly matters. Just like a clear pond reflects the sky, a simpler life reflects prosperity and spirituality. Cultivating patience is transformative. Think of waiting in line at a store or sitting through a tough conversation. Instead of growing frustrated, see these moments as opportunities to practice calm. Patience teaches us that abundance isn't always immediate, it's about trusting the process. Over time, this shift can help you handle life's highs and lows with the emotional stability of a seasoned monk. Kindness is another pillar of Buddhist wisdom. A simple smile or kind word can create ripples of positivity. For example, helping a coworker with a task not only strengthens your bond, but also fosters a spirit of collaboration. Acts of compassion remind us that true wealth lies in connection, and every small gesture contributes to a prosperous, harmonious world. Let's not forget the power of daily rituals. Whether it's 5 minutes of meditation, lighting a candle to set intentions, or journaling affirmations, these practices ground you in the present. Regular rituals create a sacred space to align your mind, body, and spirit. They don't just reduce stress, they build a foundation for spiritual and emotional growth. These tips are like stepping stones on a path to inner peace and prosperity. Each one brings you closer to a life of balance, abundance, and joy. However, knowing these tips is just the beginning. Applying them makes all the difference. And to truly live a mindful life, embracing practices like meditation is key. Let's explore how mindfulness techniques can deepen your journey. Mindfulness is the art of truly being here, in this moment, without judgment. Think about how often your mind drifts rehashing yesterday's worries or jumping ahead to tomorrow's tasks. Now, imagine the power of focusing fully on the now. It's like hitting pause on life's noise to tune into what really matters. Buddha's teachings remind us that mindfulness isn't just a practice. It's a pathway to wealth, not just materially, but emotionally and spiritually. One way to cultivate mindfulness is by grounding yourself in your senses. Take a moment to listen to the rustle of leaves or feel the warmth of sunlight on your skin. This simple act shifts your attention from chaos to calm. Picture yourself sipping your morning coffee, noticing the aroma and taste. These small moments, when appreciated fully, add richness to life, a subtle but profound form of abundance. Mindfulness is especially powerful in reducing anxiety. For example, when stress creeps in, try the 5 to 4, -3, -2, -1 technique. Identify 5 things you see, 4 you can touch, 3 you hear, 2 you smell, and 1 you taste. This pulls you out of your head and back into the present. Practicing this regularly helps you handle life's challenges with more clarity and emotional control. For those seeking a structured approach, mindfulness meditation is invaluable. Find a quiet spot, set a timer for 5-10 minutes, and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, noticing the air fill your lungs, then exhale slowly. If your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your focus back to your breath. Over time, this practice strengthens your mental resilience, creating a foundation for prosperity and emotional mastery. Mindfulness can also enhance relationships. Imagine being fully present during a conversation, listening without interrupting or planning your next response. This not only deepens connection, but also builds trust. Whether it's a heart-to-heart with a partner or a casual chat with a friend, mindfulness fosters meaningful interactions, a form of spiritual and emotional wealth that money can't buy. Technology often pulls us away from mindfulness, but it doesn't have to. Use it to your advantage by setting reminders to pause and breathe or downloading meditation apps like Calm or Headspace. These tools make mindfulness accessible, even during the busiest days. By integrating technology into your practice, you align modern life with ancient wisdom, creating a bridge to balance and abundance. Mindfulness is more than a daily habit, it's a lifelong journey. Each moment spent practicing it brings you closer to a life of clarity, joy, and spiritual growth. But mindfulness is only one part of the puzzle. To truly transform your perspective, it's essential to embrace the concept of impermanence. Let's explore how understanding life's ever-changing nature can deepen your emotional resilience. Life is constantly shifting, like a river that never flows the same way twice. Yet, we often resist change, clinging to what feels familiar. The truth is, nothing lasts for neither joy nor sorrow. Embracing this impermanence is a cornerstone of spiritual wisdom. When we stop fearing change, we open ourselves to abundance, prosperity, and the freedom to grow. As Buddha taught, holding on too tightly only leads to suffering. Imagine a flower in full bloom. Its beauty is undeniable, but its petals will one day fall. This doesn't make the flower less valuable. Instead, it reminds us to cherish it while it lasts. The same applies to life's experiences, whether it's a moment of happiness or a challenge. Accepting their transience allows us to fully appreciate the present without being weighed down by fear of loss. Impermanence teaches resilience in tough times. Think of a financial setback or a broken relationship. While it may feel overwhelming, remember that this too shall pass. Just like storms eventually give way to clear skies, hardships pave the way for new opportunities. By embracing change, you are better equipped to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and strength. On the flip side, impermanence also applies to good times, which makes them even more precious. Take a moment to reflect on your happiest memories, perhaps a vacation, a personal achievement, or time spent with loved ones. These moments are fleeting, but their impermanence is what makes them so special. Appreciating them fully creates a mindset of gratitude, which is key to living a prosperous and fulfilling life. Letting go is one of the most challenging yet liberating aspects of embracing impermanence. For instance, many people tie their happiness to possessions, status, or outcomes. But when we detach from these anchors, we discover a deeper sense of freedom. True wealth lies not in holding on, but in flowing with life's natural rhythms, much like a river carving its path. A practical way to embrace impermanence is through mindfulness. Start by observing the small changes around you, sunrise fading into daylight, the seasons shifting, or even your own emotions fluctuating throughout the day. Acknowledge these changes without resistance. This practice not only deepens your spiritual connection, but also builds emotional resilience, allowing you to handle change with confidence and calm. Embracing impermanence doesn't mean giving up. It means letting life unfold without clinging or resisting. It's about finding peace in the ebb and flow, knowing that every ending is also a beginning. And while impermanence teaches us to value the present, it also prepares us for the future. One powerful way to cultivate this mindset is through meditation and breathing techniques. Let's explore how these practices can help anchor you amid life's inevitable changes. Meditation isn't just sitting still, it's a tool for transformation. When paired with intentional breathing, it becomes a gateway to emotional stability, inner peace, and even prosperity. Think of it as hitting the reset button on your mind. Buddha himself emphasized the power of the breath that's always with you, ready to ground you in the present. By focusing on this simple act, you can calm the storm of emotions and reclaim your mental clarity. One powerful technique to start with is diaphragmatic breathing. Place a hand on your stomach and take a deep breath, letting your belly rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. This method signals your nervous system to relax, reducing stress almost instantly. Picture yourself using this during a tense meeting or when overwhelmed by life's demands. Just a few deep breaths can shift your energy and restore your focus. Guided meditation is another excellent entry point, especially for beginners. Apps like Insight Timer or YouTube channels focused on mindfulness can walk you through calming visualizations or affirmations. For example, a 5-minute meditation on abundance can help you align your thoughts with prosperity. Over time, these guided sessions can become a daily habit, nurturing your spiritual and emotional growth. For those looking to deepen their practice, try the box breathing technique, often used by athletes and high performers. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and hold again for 4 counts. This rhythmic pattern not only enhances focus, but also trains your mind to stay composed under pressure. Whether you are preparing for a big presentation or navigating personal challenges, box breathing equips you with unshakable calm. Meditation doesn't have to be confined to a quiet room. Walking meditations are an excellent way to blend movement with mindfulness. As you stroll, pay attention to the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your breath, and the sights around you. This practice can turn a simple walk into a rejuvenating experience, connecting you with the present moment and the world's natural abundance. Consistency is key. Like building any habit, start small, perhaps 2 minutes a day, and gradually increase as you feel comfortable. Pair meditation with a morning or evening routine, making it a non-negotiable part of your day. Over time, you'll notice a shift in how you respond to stress and handle challenges. This consistency builds a foundation for long-term emotional mastery and spiritual alignment. The benefits of meditation and mindful breathing extend far beyond the moment. They ripple into every area of your life, enhancing relationships, boosting productivity, and fostering a sense of inner wealth. But the journey doesn't stop here. True emotional growth also stems from cultivating gratitude and compassion. Let's dive into how these practices can deepen your connections and amplify your sense of fulfillment. Gratitude is like a magnet for abundance. It attracts more of what you appreciate. Yet, it's easy to overlook life's blessings when you are caught up in day-to-day stress. Take a moment now to think of 3 things you are grateful for. Maybe it's your health, a kind word from a stranger, or even the morning sunlight. These small acknowledgements create a ripple effect, shifting your focus from lack to prosperity, much like Buddhist teachings emphasize cherishing life's richness. Compassion, on the other hand, is gratitude in action. It's about stepping into someone else's shoes and offering kindness without expecting anything in return. For instance, offering a listening ear to a friend in need or volunteering at a shelter can transform not only their day but also your own. These acts of compassion remind us that wealth isn't just about what we have, but how we make others feel. One practical way to build gratitude is by keeping a journal. At the end of each day, jot down 3 things that made you smile or brought you peace. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to focus on the positive. Similarly, try practicing compassion through small gestures like thanking your barista by name or offering a compliment to a coworker. These moments, though small, cultivate a sense of connection and spiritual fulfillment. Gratitude also helps in reframing challenges. Imagine losing a job or facing a tough breakup. Instead of dwelling on the loss, ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from this? This shift in perspective not only fosters emotional resilience, but also aligns you with the Buddhist principle of finding growth in adversity. With time, this mindset turns setbacks into stepping stones toward prosperity. Compassion starts with yourself. How often do you criticize yourself for mistakes or compare yourself to others? Practicing self-compassion through affirmations or simply giving yourself grace creates a foundation for emotional balance. For example, instead of thinking, "I failed," try, "I am learning." This shift opens the door to self-acceptance, which is vital for building both inner and outer wealth. Gratitude and compassion are also powerful tools for strengthening relationships. Imagine expressing genuine thanks to your partner for their support or forgiving a friend who made a mistake. These actions not only heal emotional wounds, but also deepen bonds, creating a circle of trust and positivity. Such connections are priceless. They represent the true essence of abundance. When you embrace gratitude and compassion, you cultivate a mindset that transforms how you see the world. It's no longer about chasing external rewards, but recognizing the wealth that already surrounds you. But while gratitude and compassion anchor us in the present, letting go of attachments is what truly sets us free. Let's explore how reducing dependency on outcomes leads to emotional stability and a more liberated life. Attachment is a double-edged sword. While it's natural to care deeply about people, goals, or possessions, clinging too tightly can lead to suffering. Think about the anxiety that comes with fearing loss or the frustration of unmet expectations. Buddhism teaches that freedom lies in letting go, not in a dismissive way, but with acceptance and trust. When you release attachment, you make space for emotional stability and authentic abundance. One example of attachment is tying your happiness to material wealth. While here is nothing wrong with pursuing prosperity, relying on possessions for fulfillment creates a fragile foundation. Imagine buying the latest gadget, only to feel dissatisfied a few weeks later. True wealth isn't about what you own, it's about finding contentment within. Letting go of this dependency frees you to enjoy life without constant yearning. Relationships often reveal how attachment can hinder emotional freedom. Have you ever placed your happiness entirely in someone else's hands? While love and connection are essential, over-relying on others can lead to heartbreak or insecurity. Instead, focus on building a healthy balance, cherishing your relationships while maintaining your independence. This approach fosters deeper bonds and greater emotional resilience. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means releasing control over outcomes. For instance, think about a job interview or a personal project. You can prepare and give your best effort, but obsessing over the result only creates stress. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, you cultivate a mindset of trust and peace, qualities that open the door to new opportunities and prosperity. A practical way to practice letting go is through decluttering. Start with a closet or drawer, letting go of items you no longer use. This simple act mirrors the emotional process of releasing attachments. As you let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for what truly aligns with your values and goals. It's a tangible reminder that freedom often lies in simplicity. Spiritual practices like meditation can also help you release attachments. During your next meditation, visualize yourself holding a balloon. Imagine placing your worries, desires, or fears inside it. Then, let the balloon drift away, taking those burdens with it. This symbolic exercise reinforces the idea that you are not your attachments, you are something far greater and infinitely more abundant. Letting go isn't about rejecting life, but embracing it fully. When you stop clinging to what you can't control, you open yourself to endless possibilities. It's about trusting that life will unfold as it's meant to, bringing you experiences that contribute to your growth and happiness. But releasing attachments is just one step. To complete the journey, adopting a positive mindset will help you sustain emotional stability and attract prosperity. Let's dive into how this shift can transform your life. A positive mindset isn't just about looking on the bright side, it's about training your mind to see opportunities even in challenges. Buddha's wisdom reminds us that our thoughts shape our reality. What we focus on, we attract. Shifting from a mindset of lack to one of abundance can transform not only your emotions, but also your outcomes. When you believe good things are possible, you start noticing paths to prosperity that were always there. Positivity begins with self-awareness. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself throughout the day. For instance, do you think, "I'll never be successful," or "I can learn and improve"? This subtle difference shapes your decisions and energy. To rewire your thinking, try replacing negative self-talk with empowering affirmations like, "I am capable of achieving wealth and happiness." Over time, these small shifts create big results. Gratitude is a cornerstone of a positive mindset. Starting each morning by listing 3 things you are grateful for can set the tone for your day. Maybe it's as simple as a good night's sleep, a delicious breakfast, or even the ability to pursue your goals. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you naturally attract more reasons to feel grateful, and this creates a cycle of abundance. A positive mindset doesn't ignore reality, it reframes it. For example, if you face a financial setback, instead of spiraling into despair, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Adopting a growth perspective transforms obstacles into stepping stones. This approach not only builds emotional resilience, but also aligns with the Buddhist idea of finding wisdom in every experience, good or bad. Surrounding yourself with positivity is another key factor. The people, media, and environments you interact with influence your mindset more than you might realize. Seek out uplifting friendships, inspiring books, or podcasts that align with your spiritual and personal goals. For instance, reading about the life of Buddha or listening to stories of prosperity can reinforce your journey toward a wealthier, more fulfilling life. Action amplifies positivity. It's not enough to think positively, you must pair those thoughts with intentional actions. For example, if you are striving for financial prosperity, take steps like budgeting, learning a new skill, or exploring investment opportunities. Each action, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to create the life you desire. Positivity, when combined with action, becomes unstoppable. Adopting a positive mindset isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong practice. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection but persistence. By focusing on the present moment and trusting in life's process, you create a foundation for peace and contentment. And as your mindset evolves, so does your ability to live a life of abundance. Now, let's tie all these lessons together to inspire action and transformation. As we wrap up, think about this. What would your life look like if you truly mastered your emotions? Imagine waking up each day with a clear mind, a peaceful heart, and the confidence to handle whatever comes your way. The lessons we've explored, from mindfulness and gratitude to letting go of attachments, aren't just concepts. They're tools you can use to transform your life starting today. So, here is my challenge for you. Pick one thing you've learned and commit to practicing it this week. Maybe it's journaling about what you are grateful for, spending 5 minutes in meditation, or simply pausing before you react in a stressful moment. These small steps might seem insignificant at first, but they build the foundation for lasting change. Now, I want to hear from you. What resonated most with you in this video? Do you already use any of these techniques, or is there one you are excited to try? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know how this journey is unfolding for you. Remember, growth happens when we share, connect, and support each other. If you found value in this video, consider subscribing to the channel. This is just the beginning of your path to greater abundance, peace, and fulfillment. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on new content that could change your life. Your emotional freedom and prosperity are closer than you think. All it takes is that first step. Are you ready to take it?